this is a Hatha class. If you've ever been in a Hatha class, really it just means breath. We focus on putting the breath to movement. I don't do a flow class. My background is in alignment yoga, so I focus a lot on alignment and teaching you how to get into poses a little bit deeper, or learning how to use your body parts and things like that. And, so it's not a flow, but it's fairly decent workout, I hope. All right, go ahead and lie back. We always start out in our opening Shavasana. Right here for hot. You've been here before, though. Start to connect with your breath. Inhale through the nose. And exhale through the nose. With each inhale, make it longer and slower than the one before. Follow your breath as it moves through your body. As you exhale, feel the body deflate like a balloon. Feel the body's connection with the mat. Allow the body to relax. As you go through class today, focus your attention between three things: your breath, your body, and your intention. Your intention is how you want to be or feel in the moment. So as you inhale, focus on your breath. Follow it as it goes through the body. And on the exhale, focus on the body, allowing it to release. Go deeper into a pose. And then on your next inhale, come back to what your intention is. What do I want to create? On the next inhalation, blink the eyes open. Reach the arms above the head. And as you exhale, bring the arms around and hug the knees into the chest. Rock gently from side to side. Massage the lower back. Now start to take a little bit bigger rocks from side to side. Try to get a little bit of control so you don't fall over to one side. See if you can take it a little bit deeper to each side without falling over. Now come to stillness. Bring the feet to the floor, the knees up. Rest the back on the floor. Walk the feet in close to your behind, as close as you can. And bring the arms down by the sides of the body. Spread the fingers wide. Lift the arms off of the mat, the fingers pointing towards the feet. And as you inhale, lift the chest towards the ceiling, straight up off the mat, and reach the feet, the hands towards the ankles. And as you exhale, roll the spine down gently throughout the exhale, one vertebrae at a time. Relax the arms to complete the exhale. And again, as you start to inhale, lift the arms towards the feet, spread the fingers, and lift with the chest. Try to keep the neck stable and in line with the spine And you're just reaching the chest up as high as it'll go. Pull the neck back by kind of pushing the chin back. And again, as you exhale, slowly lower the spine down. Relax the head and relax the arms to complete the exhale. Inhale, lift. And now we're going to stay here through the exhale. And as you exhale, again, try to relax the neck back to its straightened position with the spine. And then on the next inhale, you're going to take a side bend to the right as if your right hand was trying to reach your right pinky toe. And then exhale, come back to center. Inhale, reach with the left and take a side bend. Exhale, come back to center and lower down and relax. Now bring the hands behind the head and just rest the head in the fingertips. So you're not going to use the hands to lift the head. You're still lifting with the chest. And as you inhale, lift the chest up. Keep the elbows pulled back. Stay here for the exhale. And then on the next inhale, take that side bend as if the right elbow was trying to touch the right pinky toe. Exhale, come back to neutral. Rest the neck in the hands. Inhale, side bend to the left. Try to keep the shoulder blades off the floor as much as possible. Come back to center and lower down. Release the hands and roll over to your right side. Use your left hand to press into the floor and come up to seated. And I place the strap by everybody. And so every month in my class, we build up to an advanced pose throughout the month. So whatever body parts that pose uses is where we put the focus in class. And so this month, it's on our hamstrings, our knees, and bending the side body using our thoracic spine, the center of the spine. All right, take a hold of your strap. And take it around the ball of the right foot. Your left foot, I just want you to relax just leave it. You don't need to use it. Just let it relax. And I want you to hold the strap in the left hand. Your right hand will come down to the side for a little bit of support. And on the inhale, you're going to flex the right foot. And I want you to focus on leaving the left foot just relaxed. Inhale, lift this right leg. And as you exhale, lower down. And now this time, sit up nice and tall. Press the sits bones into the floor. Just leave this left leg nice and relaxed. And as you inhale and lift this right leg, just let the strap and this hand guide you. Use these muscles to lift. Inhale, lift. Keep the chest lifted. Pull forward and exhale, lower down. Now take it out to the side a little bit. And as you take it out to the side, you might get a little shoulder stretch here. Keep that shoulder pulled down. And as you inhale, lift. Again, you're not using the arm to lift or pull, but just kind of to guide and hold the leg in place. All right, release that strap for just a second. Take it off the foot. Should have done this first thing. I want you to put a loop in your strap. Just the one time through, because I want you to be able to pull it a little bit tighter on the foot. Okay. All right, this time as you inhale, lift. Focus on leaving this left leg nice and relaxed. And then pull, now pull with this left hand. So bring the chest forward if you're trying to get the chest to the knee. And just take a breath here. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower down with control. There we go. And now I want you to take your left hand and wrap it around make a wrap around the strap and hold closer towards the foot. And that way the hand doesn't pull, it doesn't slap off, and you don't have to grip it as tight. Reach down, yep. Close as you can get to the foot and still keep the leg straight. So now, notice I'm not sitting up straight, right? I'm leaning forward so I can reach my foot. That's what I want. So lean forward and reach down as far as you can where you can keep that leg straight. So now on the inhale, use your right hand to hold down on the floor, a little bit of stability. You're gonna lift the leg and you're gonna pull the upper chest back. Sort of like when we were laying on the floor and we came down out of the little sit up there. And the same thing, we just kind of pull it back. Inhale, lift, pull that chest back, and keep pulling. Imagine you're laying on the floor and your back is straight. There we go. Inhale, lift. As you exhale, release this left leg, make sure it's relaxed. On that next inhale, breathe, lift the chest, straighten that leg. Exhale. One more inhale. And as you exhale, come down with the leg and lower it all the way down. There we go. And then release the strap. All right, take the strap off, we'll put it around the left leg. Just that gentle hold first, getting the spine nice and straight. Relaxing the right leg. And again, on this time, as you inhale, the focus is on lifting the leg, just trying to use the leg muscle, this quad muscle here. And your arm and strap are just kind of to guide it. Inhale, lift. Chest up. Exhale, lower down. And then take it out to the side just a little bit. Same thing, lifting with the leg. Inhale, lift. Holding the chest forward. Exhale, lower down. All right, now take that wrap. There you go, yep. Inhale, lift. Now pull the leg and use the quad muscle. Pull the chest up as if the chest was trying to meet the knee. And as you exhale, slow with control, lower it down. All right, and now bend down, take that wrap close to the foot. And lean forward. Yep. Use that left hand to kind of brace you on the mat there. Brad, use your opposite hand. Yep, just like that. And remember, as you inhale, lifting with the leg, and you're going to pull the chest back from the upper chest, not from the lower back. Inhale, lift. And sit up nice and tall, and we'll stay here for a breath. Keep that leg muscle engaged. The right leg stays nice and easy. Inhale, lift. And as you exhale, lower down, the chest comes with the leg. All right, go ahead and release the strap. Leave that little loop in it though, in case we need it. All right. I'm going to sweep your legs over to the right. A little windmill position. Keep the feet flexed. Yep. So my left foot, just like you guys have, is kind of resting on the inside of, or on the top of the right thigh there. Right foot is flexed, so both feet are really kind of flexed. Now from here, your right hip is probably raised up a little bit off the mat. And push it back down. Yep, kind of like that. You ought to feel it kind of digging into that right hip some. So as we do this, notice how we kind of lean over to the right to push it down. Once you push it down, you can hold it. You can straighten the chest. Now you might feel it in the knee. Feel anything in the knee? Here, yeah. It's coming from the hip. And release and kind of pull off that hip. So everything below the hip, you have knee problems, ankle problems, foot problems, it's usually coming from the hip first. All right, so inhale, lift up and kind of push down on that right hip again. Lift the chest. Inhale, raise the arms. See if you can keep the chest lifted and that right hip pressed down to the floor. And as you exhale, you're going to lean over to the right just a little bit. It's a side bend. You want to bring it from the upper spine and the middle spine and not from the lower back. A little curve there. You inhale to reach. And as you exhale, slowly come back up. So, inhale, reach. We're going to go to the other side. And just that side bend from the upper back. Inhale, reach. Exhale, come back up. Bring the arms down. Now, to come out of this, because we've been stressing the knee, take a hand, put it underneath the right knee, and just kind of lift the leg up. Like that. There we go. And then shake it out like this. So straighten it out in front of you and just roll it back and forth. When you roll the leg back and forth like that, it gets into the hip and it just kind of realigns everything. Like a fish out of water. All right. Now take the legs the other way. So sweep the legs over to the left. The right foot's going to rest on top of the left thigh. Flex the feet. And then as you start to sit up, kind of push that left hip back down. And then lift the chest, straighten the spine. Does this side feel different than the other? Sandra, yours doesn't? That's good. All right, side's way worse. There's two. All right, inhale, lift the chest. Sweep the arms up. And as you exhale, just bend over the left. And inhale, reach. And as you exhale, just come back up. Inhale, reach, straighten the spine. Push that left hip back down. And as you exhale, I can't even go anywhere to the right. Inhale, reach. And exhale, come back up. All right, and release. Take the left hand, put it right up underneath the left knee. Lift that leg up. Bring it back around and then roll it out. There we go. All right, and then sweep the legs over to one side and come on up. We're going to come up to standing. Shake that out. Inhale, reach, arms up. And as you exhale, bring hands to heart center. Inhale, reach. And this time as you exhale, we're going to lean over to your right. And try to let that bend come from the upper to middle back. So not from the hips. Inhale, reach. Exhale, come back up. Inhale, pull the shoulders down the spine. And as you exhale, lean over to the left. And inhale, reach. And as you exhale, come back up and bring the hands to heart center. All right, this time, let me show you. When we take the arms up and we lean over, we're going to drop the lower hand, flex it, and kind of push down. Now what that's going to do is it's going to pull the side body on both sides a little bit. So you want to be a little bit careful, because if everything isn't warmed up yet, you could strain muscle, right? Because we're focusing on the center back. Inhale, reach, arms up. And as you exhale, lean over to your right. Spread the fingers, palms face. Reach, stretch the arms, lift the chin. Inhale to reach, and as you exhale, take that right hand, push towards the floor. Flex the hands, the fingers are out, and you're pushing the shoulder down. Now your left hand, you want to reach, reach, reach. So you're pushing both hands away from one another. And you inhale and exhale, slowly come back up and bring the left hand down. Take that out. All right, inhale, arms up. Exhale to the left. That side, then to the left. Inhale to reach, and as you exhale, the left hand comes down. Flex the left hand and start to push that shoulder down away from you, and reach strong with the right arm. Lifting the chest, spreading the rib cage, keeping the chin lifted. Inhale to reach, and as you exhale, slowly come back up and bring that right hand down. Take that out. Awesome. All right. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. And in the fold, I just want you to release your head and the neck and just kind of dangle, shake it out. Make sure it's nice and relaxed. Inhale, walk the hands over towards the right side of the body. And kind of crawl the fingers over towards the outside of the right foot. Now when you do this, the left foot and ankle probably starts to turn inward. And I want you to turn it back outward, putting the weight to the outside of the left foot so that left leg straightens. Now from here, take your left hand and take a hold of the back of the right ankle. Keep the head and the neck relaxed. And as you inhale, you're going to sweep this right arm up, and you're doing a little torso twist. I'm going to come around and help. Yep, spread the fingers, reach. So you're pulling and reaching. Keep the head and the neck somewhat relaxed. And you inhale, you reach, and as you exhale, slowly bring that hand back down and around, and release the hand on your ankle. Come back to the center. Inhale, walk the hands over towards the left. And then transfer that weight back to the outside of the right foot. So you lift the arch and straighten the leg on the right foot. Take a hold with the right hand to the back of the left ankle. Relax the head and the neck. And as you inhale, sweep that left arm up. Once you sweep that left arm up and you're in the twist, then imagine that left hand, you're reaching towards the ceiling, and it opens up the rib cage a little bit more and lets you go deeper into the twist. Inhale, reach, and as you exhale, bring the hand back down around. Release the other arm, come to the center. Inhale halfway, come into your flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse your swan dive, sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. So just so you guys know, we are moving a little bit slower than what we normally do, but we kind of have to when we're working with certain parts of the back, so we don't want any injury. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Now this time, we'll walk the hands over to the right. And you're going to take your left hand to the back of almost behind the right knee. So not in that knee bend, but just below it. And you're going to lift up about halfway, just like if we did in that flat back fold. And then take that right arm up towards the ceiling. It's going to be a little bit of a different twist. There you go. Straighten that left leg. Inhale, reach, and as you exhale, slowly unwind and bring that back around, coming to the center. Release the hands. And then inhale, walk the hands over to the left. Take a hold of the back of the right leg just below the bend of the knee. We're going to transfer that weight to the outside of the right foot so that knee doesn't bend. Both legs are straight. And as you inhale, come up halfway first. And then reach that left arm up towards the ceiling. Inhale to reach. Exhale, bring that left arm back down and around. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse your swan dive. Come all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, very good. We're going to go back to the ground. So go ahead and take another seat. And bring your legs out in front. Take a hold of your strap. Again, find the loop, and we're going to put the strap around the left foot. Take a little bit of a wrap so you got a nice good grip on it. Your right hand, you're going to bring it out to the side of the body, almost just above the knee, first side, and the eye of the elbow, you want it to face forward. Yep, just like that. Got it. So bring that arm forward, closer towards the knee. Yep. So what's going to happen is we're going to lift this left leg. So you want to have a hole close towards the foot, just like we did. And when you lift, you're going to lower this right forearm towards the floor and lift this leg. That makes sense? And we're going to do it without hurting ourselves. Am I scared of you yet? So when you take this right hand and you bring that forearm towards the floor, you want it to land so that your shoulder is up over your elbow. So you've got a little bit of that side bend going on, a slight twist, but your shoulder's supporting you. Straighten this left leg and pull, lift with it, that quad, and lift up as well. Pull that leg up. And then lower back down. When you lower back down, push the hand in the floor and bring the eye of the elbow forward. And that shoulder will help you lift up. All right, one more time. Let's do it one more time. So inhale, start to lift. Take the elbow towards the floor. Relax this right leg. Lift the left. Let the shoulder, this right shoulder, support you. There we go. That's got it. All right, and then lower down. And now you're going to take this hand back. Your right hand's going to go back just about hip area or a little bit more. And as you start to pull and lie back, you're going to come right back down on this right forearm again. See, that's not so bad. Sandra, pull your elbow out from your, there we go. Lift the chest, come out of that shoulder, lift that chest. And the more you lift that chest and lay back, the higher that leg goes. The higher the leg goes, the more you dip into that shoulder and you have to readjust. And then lift the chest. Now as you come up, the same thing. Spread the fingers on this right hand, push into the mat, draw that eye of the elbow forward, the leg comes down, and just kind of the body all works together. All right, release that strap. And take it around the right foot. Your left hand comes to the outside of the left knee, just above the left knee. Eye of the elbow faces forward. So now you already know the alignment and how it works. Keeping that elbow, the eye of the elbow forward, the elbow forearm goes right to the floor. You just lean back and this leg picks up. Lift the chest. That pulls you up out of the shoulder. And as you exhale, press that left hand to the floor, lift the arm, and bring the leg down. Now take the left hand back towards the hip area, maybe a little bit further back, a little bit away from the body, so that as you lean back and this right leg lifts, you come back on the forearm, shoulder ends up right over the elbow. Inhale, lift the chest, pull up off of this left shoulder, and then bring this right leg up some more. And lower back down. There we go. All right, keep the strap on your right foot and take a hold with the left hand. Doing the same thing, we're just swapping body parts now, swapping sides. Right hand is out and back. Take a hold, lean over, take a hold as close as you can to the foot. So it's that same movement we did at the beginning of class. So the way that you take the body back is you don't focus so much on straightening this hamstring and this leg, is you're really just kind of moving the body together all in one roll. It's almost like a roll, you know, you're kind of roll around the spine and roll back. Yep, there you go. And then lift up, push through the chest to come up off of this out of the shoulder. And then as you come down, push through the hand. Let the chest go with the leg. So you shouldn't feel too much going on in the hamstring. Okay. All right, and then swap your strap over towards the left foot. And we're holding with the left first. Right hand comes to the back of the body. And just lift and roll back. It ought to be super easy now. And then as you come up, push into the mat, bring it down. And then take a hold with the right hand. Your left hand's going to come to the side of the body. The eye of the elbow faces forward. And again, same thing. You just kind of roll the body back. The leg lifts. This right leg stays nice and easy. And you can pull with your right hand, pull this left leg up. There we go. Lean back onto this forearm. Inhale, lift the chest, come up out of that shoulder. And as you exhale, push down in the hands and roll it down. Awesome. All right, take that strap off for just a second. Take the strap over to the side. Now let's see, can we do it without the strap? Right hand comes back by the hip. You're going to lean forward and see, can you reach the outside of the right foot? Sorry, I'm my right from my left. So left hand, right foot. Can you reach? So now if you don't have that hamstring flexibility, you can pull that right foot in, takes a little bend, hold on to the outside of that foot, and the same thing. You just kind of roll the body back and you're laying back on that arm. And then lift the chest, adjust so your shoulder's right over the elbow. Then if you can straighten the leg, that's fine. Lift the chest to lengthen through the rib cage. Big inhale. And as you exhale, use that right hand to push into the mat with that leg and just roll the body forward. Good deal. Let's try the other side. Left hand to the outside of the body, roll, lean forward, take a hold of the outside of this left leg. And again, if you need to bend the knee, that's totally fine. Just lift that leg, roll them back. Inhale, lift the chest. That was awesome. And as you exhale, just push through the left hand and roll back down. Shake the legs out. All right. Now, the right leg, you're going to bend it so that right leg comes to the outside of the body or behind the body. And you got two options here. You can leave the foot to the outside of the body to keep the foot flexed. So wherever you're at, keep that foot flexed. Now, when you do that, you might feel a little pull in the knee, but as long as it's no crunching or you don't feel like nothing's snapping in there, it's fine. It's stretching at that point. Right? When you release the foot and you relax it, it releases that tension, but you don't want that because that's what creates injury. So when you have your knee hyper bent like this, you always want to flex the foot. So the other option is you can pull that knee all the way back, flatten the foot, almost like you're sitting on it, but it's to the outside of the body. A little bit harder. All right. I'm going to keep mine flexed. All right, so your left hand comes back here by the hip. You're going to lean forward, take a hold of the outside of this left foot, and again, you can pull that knee in if you want. You lift, and you roll back onto this forearm. You can straighten the leg. That's where we're going. If not, bend it. Doesn't work so well this way, does it? Now to come up, push through that left hand and just bring that leg towards the floor. And you just roll. Now, this right leg, you just want to lift that right knee and then bring it around. Isn't that weird how it changes once you bend the knee? Your whole alignment position, everything changes. All right, let's do the other side. So bring the left leg in. Again, just keep that foot flexed. So did you notice how, like now when you came back, that bent leg lifted up off the floor? So that has to do with your hip flexibility. So as your hip flexibility increases, that knee will stay on the floor because you're coming into an extension here. But over time, when you work on the hips, it just moves better. All right, right hand to the outside of the body. Lean forward, take a hold of the outside of the left leg, or right leg, sorry. I don't know my right, my left. Lift it up, and then you start to lay back on that forearm, adjusting, so the elbows underneath the shoulder, spread the fingers, so you're pressing into the mat. Lift the chest, and if you have the flexibility, go ahead, straighten that leg. If not, just leave it bent. Each time you take a breath, you lift the chest, come up out of this right shoulder. And as you inhale, push into that right hand into the mat and start to just roll forward. And release. Take a hand underneath that left knee, pull that leg up. And then bring it back around. Good job. Roll that out. Now take your kneecaps and just kind of massage a little bit. Awesome. Good job. Put that strap out of the way. And go ahead, you're going to lie back, but first don't go all the way down yet. Bring the knees up. Take those hands to the outside of the hips, eyes of the elbows forward, just like we did before. And what I want you to do is I want you to focus on lowering the chest using the forearms. So you take the elbows, it's almost like you're just pointing them backwards, you're just driving them backwards. As you do this, the chin is going to lift, but I don't want the chin lifted towards the ceiling like that. It's just going to lift some, and you pull the head back, and you're trying to keep the head in line with the spine. Bringing those elbows right to the floor, and you come up on your forearms, right? There you go. Now we're going to come up. Same thing. When you come up, try not to worry so much about what the legs are doing, but I want you to worry about what the hands are doing. Push through the hands as if you're trying to push the mat away from you. Lift through the shoulders and the chest. And let the eyes and the elbows guide you. So now same thing, just lower down, using the arms to lower you down with that control. And without that little pop at the end where we just kind of fall back. Like I just did, right? You guys did, right? All right, one more time, come up. As you push through the hands, it almost feels like it's lifting your elbows up. Lift the chest. You ought to feel that bend the back and the tricep. All right, so now this time as you go down, tuck the pelvic area. Creates, so your hip, we call it hips to the nips. So imagine your pelvic area tilted upwards. And it creates this rounding in the spine. Lift the chin, pull the head back, and take those forearms towards the floor. And this time, slow and controlled, and try to prevent that drop. It's hard. It's hard. It's supposed to be hard. Right. So, all right. Go ahead and walk the arms down and lie back with control. Close the eyes, leave the knees up for just a minute. And I just want you to take a few breaths, and all we're doing is letting the spine Neutralize. All right, inhale, open the eyes. Palms face down. Forearms pressed into the mat. And as you inhale, take the chest towards the ceiling. Start to lift the chest. Now press through the forearms and the elbows and start to pull yourself up and then walk the arms back. And then you come up. And that's how we come up without injury. Right? From now on, that's what you're gonna do for the rest of your life. All right, walk those legs out. And I want you to come back up to standing. And we're gonna put all of that together that we just learned. Now, since we don't have the floor behind us, the arm that we're not using is gonna stay on the hip. But as it stays on the hip, what I like to do is I use my thumb to kind of press into the back of the hip and I pull that elbow back. When you pull the elbow back, it kind of engages the chest and you keep that chest lifted. And so now you got two options, depending on your flexibility. You can use the strap with that loop in it. So let me show you where we're going. So if you use that strap, you want to take the wrap with the hand, and you bend down and you take a hold as close as you can to the foot. And you bend the knee and you start to lift, pull that shoulder back. You straighten that leg out, pull this elbow back, and now you've got this twist. And if you have your balance, that right arm can come behind you. And then to come down, take the hand back to the hip, bend the knee, and guide the leg all the way back to the floor. That's one option. The other option is to do it without the strap, and you take a hold of the outside of the right foot with the left hand. You bend that knee, keep pulling that right elbow back, that helps the balance, and then you come up. You have that flexibility, straighten the leg, and you take that arm behind you. Coming down, same thing, slow and controlled. Take the hand back to the hip. So this elbow is actually doing a whole lot of work in your balance. Right. So, all right, you got your option to use a strap or your hand. So let's do right arm to the hip first. So that means right arm to the hip, right foot. Yeah, strap goes around the right foot, yeah. All right, if the strap is on the right foot, then you hold it with the left hand. Right hand comes to the hip. Keep that elbow pulled back. Bend the knee, bend that right knee if you need to lift. Keep that right elbow pulled back. The knee comes up, the chest comes up. And you straighten that leg if you want to. Chest, keep that right elbow pulled back. And if you have your balance, now you take that torso twist and you can open up the arm. Bring the hand back to the hip, bend the knee, and take it right back to the floor. Awesome. Good job. All right, let's try the other side. All right, so strap around the left foot. Left hand comes to the hip, so grab other hand. Yep. So remember your breath, your body, and your intention. So you got to keep drawing your intention, your focus to your body. Inhale, bend the knee and start to lift. Come on up. Keep that left elbow pulled back, chest up. When you're ready, straighten the leg. Slow your breath. That elbow pulled back, and if you want, now take that torso twist. And then to come down, you untwist, bend the knee, and guide it all the way to the floor. Nice work, guys. That's a hard pose. Big inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Take the hands to the mat and step back to downward dog. And you're just going to stretch out the legs and the hips real quick before we start getting ready for Shavasana. So from here in downward dog, turn the heels out and bend one knee as you push the other heel to the floor and really twist through the hips. So if your left knee is bent, twist so you look underneath your right arm. Twist the torso. And then bend the right knee, take the left heel to the floor, look underneath your left arm. And then come back to center and straighten both legs and try to press both heels towards the floor. Lift the tailbone, taking the chest to the floor. And then inhale, start to come forward, bend the knees, and come into tabletop. And then from here, just sweep the legs around to the right. And come on back around. And then go ahead and lower down with control. Try to keep your feet on the floor. Lower, 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 lower. There we go. Bring the knees up. Inhale, hug the knees into the chest. And now I want you to pull the knees so you're rounding the spine. Pull the knees into the chest. As you inhale, lift the chest up off the floor. And then round the neck, taking the forehead towards the knees. So you've got a full rounding of the spine. And exhale, lower the chest. And then lower the head to the floor. One more time. Inhale, lift the chest. And then round the neck. And coming down, you lower the chest first, and then lengthen the neck. Now from here, take your left foot to the floor, hold on to the right knee, pull that right knee in, start to lift the foot. Now inhale, lift the chest, and take your left hand to the outside of the right foot. Now the back of your right arm, just let it come to the floor. Put that hand down, spread the fingers. So you're planting the forearm and the hand on the floor. Start to lower the head and the chest down. You're in a revolved happy baby pose almost. Now, if you want, start to straighten that right leg up. And that right leg is going to be towards the outside of the body almost, just a little bit. So this is almost the same pose that we did sitting up, but now we're lying down. And to come out of it, you're going to bend that right knee. Inhale, lift the chest. Then release the right foot and take the foot to the floor. And then you lower the chest back down. All right, so both knees bent. Walk the feet in close to the glutes. Left hand comes to the side of the body. Inhale, hug the left knee into the chest and take a hold with the right hand. You're going to squeeze that left knee in. And then as you inhale, you lift with the chest, so you're rounding the upper back, and you reach towards the outside of the left foot. And I'm going to come around and help this time. And then when you're ready, you inhale, you start to lift that leg. Straighten, and then lower the chest and lie back. You got it. And then to come out of that, you inhale, lift the chest, bend the knee, and release the foot. Good job. All right. Now, inhale, bring the right knee in towards the chest. Take a hold of the right ankle. So lift the chest up, take a hold of the right ankle. Pull it in as close as you can to your right butt cheek, and then towards the outside of the body. And then lower that foot down. It's going to feel kind of weird. Yep. So the heel is towards the outside of the body, but you still want the foot pointed straight. So the toes point straight ahead. Just twist it and have this leg. That's about as far as it'll go. Yeah. Yep. It ought to be a good stretch, but not too much. All right, take this to the floor. Right there. All right, you can get it in. So that, now I want you to focus on keeping that right leg in close. Now bring the left knee in towards the chest. As you inhale, lift the chest. Take the right hand to the outside of the left foot. Your left arm comes down by the side of the body, and then you start to straighten up the left leg, and then you lay the chest down. And breathe. Inhale, lift the chest, the upper back rounds, bend the left knee, and release the foot. Release that right leg, and just kind of lift it up and kind of shake it out, just like roll it out, just like we did when we were on the floor. Yep, good job. All right, now same thing the other side. Lift that left leg up, pull the heel in as close as you can to your behind, and then to the outside of the body, but make sure those left toes stay facing forward. Inhale, hug the right knee into the chest. Inhale again and lift the chest. Reach up, take a hold of the outside of the right foot with the left hand. The right hand comes down to the floor. And when you're ready, start to straighten up this right leg. And on an exhale, lower the chest back to the floor. Inhale, lift with the chest. Then bring the chin down around the neck. Bend the knee. Release the foot. And then pick up that left leg and shake it out. Good job. You guys came on an awesome week, because next week we do the full advanced pose, which you guys mostly did anyway. So you got to come back next week. All right. Straighten one leg out and then the other. And now from here, you can close your eyes, but I want you to wiggle the hips back and forth. Just kind of wiggle a little bit. And then come to stillness. Close the eyes if you haven't already. And start to reconnect with your breath by inhaling and exhaling through the nose. On the next inhalation, start to bring your body back to awareness. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Inhale, reach your arms above your head. And as you exhale, hug the knees into the chest. Roll gently from side to side, massage the lower back. And then roll over to your right side. Use your left hand to press into the earth and come up to seated. Bringing the hands to heart center. All that we are is the result of what we have thought. The mind is everything. What we think is what we become. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today. Namaste.